So hi guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to a new video, and this video is going to be on how I cleared NMAT. Okay, and you might be knowing me, I'm Shubham from Perpetual Reading in Philippines and MD second year. So coming on to the video, I'll be sharing my personal experience that I had in giving NMAT exam and clearing it. But now obviously the rules have changed, like it changes every year, or you can't like trust on the rules, but for now it is that you just need to appear in MAT. Okay, and the certificate is needed for MD enrollment, but for us we needed to clear NMAT 2 years back, 3 years back, and we needed a percentile of 40 percentile to pass NMAT exam and get enrolled into MD. Okay, so at that time, like when the thing is, I went around October, I went to Philippines, October 2018, yeah, 2018 I think, yeah. So at that time the thing was, when I went and I appeared for NMAT, I had no knowledge about NMAT. Okay, and basically what was that, I had not read much. Only I think 5 to 6 days prior I just started reading. There is a book named Universal. Okay, or you can go for S Chand also for physics, chemistry and bio. That is also like the level is not that tough, but I was solving this. And in Philippines also you'll get books to solve for mental ability and maths and perceptual activity, and another one is verbal reasoning. Okay, these are the four things that basically you'll be getting in the first paper. Okay, so the first paper was for me, like I find it very easy because I loved maths and my maths was good. And in the math column there are 30 questions I think, but 30 or 40 questions in the math column basically is what you'll be getting, very easy questions, very easy questions. Okay, like 9th 10th grade questions. And like you would be giving Olympiad exams like when you would be in school, like up to class 10, maths Olympiad, science Olympiad, and there is also another mental ability. So these would be the basic questions you'll be getting in paper 1. Okay, for example I'll show you, so you can see. Okay, so this was what I had around class 9 or 10 I had given an exam named BrainQuest. Okay, so in that exam I was second, yeah, second in Odisha, so I had got this. So from that time my mental ability, solving of mental ability questions, reasoning and all that, maths is very good. So I was like confirmed that I'll clear, like first paper is easy, only 40 percentile is what you need. But my problem was second paper, because it was a while, like I went in October and I appeared for the exam in March, so it's been 5 to 6 months I was chilling. And because AV Psych, you know, it's all about chilling and all that, classes and all that were going on, so I literally had forgot all that what I had read in physics, chemistry and bio. So I started reading it. I think I didn't read much, but still I went through some, like in the 5-6 days. And another subject is social science. In the second paper you'll also be giving social science. Okay, in social science for me was very tough because I didn't get anything what was written in that. Okay, and mainly in that social science, what you'll be reading in psychology first year, like for AV Psych. Okay, there will be questions from that. Okay, that you will feel easy, but I don't know from where other questions were there, and I had not read anything from sociology. So what I was doing was that in the dark I was like throwing stones, like I was guessing all the answers. But still you need 40 percentile. Okay, like if you do good in first paper, mainly what I've noticed is the students who did good in first paper, they pass the exam. Okay, you just need to do good in only one paper. Okay, so like you can see my mark sheet also over here. So like you can see I had good marks in all of that, so that is why I passed with a good percentile. But the thing is, you can see like I had good numbers in the first paper. So if you see my first paper, okay, the first paper was for around 3 hours or 3 hours 30 minutes, and the second paper was for 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, so the first paper when I went to give, okay, generally the exam is conducted in Santo Thomas UST, which is far from Las Piñas. It takes around 1 hour 30 minutes to 2 hours depending on the traffic. I went, and it's a morning session of 9, you'll be 8 or 9, you'll give the exam. So I gave the exam, it was very good. Santo Thomas University is also very big, you'll enjoy that like feeling of giving exam there. So first paper was very good, and what I did, my strategy was that I attempted the exam of the first paper. First what I did was verbal, because what I heard from the seniors was verbal, they asked me to do verbal last. Okay, but my English was good, like it isn't that bad, so I thought to do verbal first, and I wanted to go with the sequence of the paper. So first section was verbal, I went for the verbal, and then for mental ability, and then for maths then for reasoning, and the last thing that was left out was perceptual activity, in that the images are there and you need to complete, okay, like fill in the blanks in the images. So that was left, and for me literally there was no time. I think only 10 to 15 minutes were there and I had to bubble out the OMR sheet. So I didn't get much time for perceptual activity. So what I did was I basically just did anything, I guessed, okay, because there was no time and there is no negative marks. So what I had in my mind is to complete the whole paper. There are 40 questions and I needed to complete the paper, okay, and it isn't that like in 10 minutes I'll complete the 40 questions by solving all that. So what I did is I just completed the paper and it was very good, you can see, and I had a bit of low mark in perceptual activity because I didn't get time to solve. And then we got a rest for 1 hour or something like that, and we had some like pancit and all were cooked and taken there, pancit egg and all that we had. And again the time was for second paper and I was feeling damn sleepy, like there was a bus, we had gone in and we were feeling sleepy, but still we had to give the paper. I went for the paper, I was feeling sleepy, so I didn't know how the paper went. For physics, chemistry and bio paper was very easy, okay, and chemistry paper was easy, but physics paper was a bit tough because I was not able to remember the formulas mainly, and the question was, physics paper was mainly based on the formulas. If you go through all the chapters and do the handbook of physics that Allen and all the coaching institutes would have given you, that would be more than handful, okay. And for the social science, I said like I don't know what to read. Basically you can read like AB psychology, you can read that, and if you want to prepare more after going to Philippines, you can buy that book, that is MSI or MSA, something like that, okay. You can contact me, I'll say you which book to buy. So that book you can buy there in Philippines, it isn't available in India. You can buy it there and prepare for social science. But what I will say is prepare good for the first paper. If you are good in mental ability and maths, you can easily clear the paper, like no second thoughts, you can easily clear the paper, okay. So in the second paper, first again I went for the sequence and I did according to the sequence, okay. I did physics first, chemistry, then followed by biology, and then social science. And in the second paper there was no time boundation. I completed the paper in, I think I had around 30 minutes left, 20-30 minutes left, and I think I slept, yeah, I slept, and when the examiner woke up me, I just gave the paper, and that's it for the second paper. And second paper, you can see the marks were not that good as the first paper, but the thing is I did good in first paper, so I cleared it easily. You can see my percentile, I cleared it easily. If I would have read more, I would have got more, but the thing is there is no use of this. You just need 40 percentile at that time to clear. So what was the meaning of getting 100 percentile even? No value, like no use of that. So that is the thing. So you can clear NMAT very easily. It isn't a big thing. Like I am also average student who has not cleared NET UG, and still like with reading only 4 to 5 days I cleared NMAT. But now like for the students who are going this year, there isn't much of a tension, because the thing is you just need to appear for NMAT, and the most important thing is like when you are filling the NMAT form, the address that you fill there, you need to fill the address of where you are living in Philippines, okay. So that like address you are filling, so fill a proper address and accurate address, because you'll, when the results will come of NMAT after 2 to 3 months, you will get a courier in which you will be having a certificate of NMAT score, okay. So what happened in my case was I didn't receive a courier. So when we went for MD enrollment, what I had to do is I had to go to Makati city, okay. There I think, yeah, the agent said me you need to go to Makati city, there is the office of that NMAT like something. So there we had to fill the form, and then we got the duplicate NMAT scorecard. It's the same like the original one, but still we got it. It's called duplicate, I think, yeah. So that was what you were seeing in the screen, that one. So you'll get that one, you'll get it, and again that will be used for MD enrollment, but still keep it safely, or take a photo or do some photocopies of it and keep it safely with you. It might get used like when you'll get the degree also of MD here in Philippines. So this is it for the video. This was my whole experience, how I cleared NMAT. Like yeah, it was a good thing. Like, and generally what I have heard is the March exams are easier than October exams, but what I saw is like most of the students cleared it in October attempt, okay, then March attempt, okay. A lot of friends are there who cleared in October and in March, yeah, also. So I think there isn't much of a difference, like March is easy, October is easy or hard, something like that. But now there are online exams being held for NMAT, 2 online exams. But like if you're getting admission, there isn't a problem, okay. Like you can directly, there is no tension, like you can apply for perpetual if you want, and after applying, if you after going there, you can give NMAT, clear NMAT, and then you need it for MD enrollment. So you have basically 1 year and 2 attempts, like you can attempt one time and you'll get the certificate, and that will be used in MD enrollment. So that is it for the video. This is my experience. If you have any doubts, do DM me in my Instagram handle, so I'll clear all your doubts. And also for all the admission process, like if you have any doubt, just DM me in my Instagram. I will guide you like what you need to do, like, and all that stuff, because a lot of fake things are going on. Like I had recently like encountered from my subscribers, there are fake agents and all that stuff. That is also a problem. So you can DM me in my Instagram handle. So if you do like the video, do like, comment and subscribe to the channel. And it takes a lot of effort to make these videos and then edit and then also upload the videos. So do give a second to like and also subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you get an instant notification when I upload a video. So thank you, and that's it for the video.